Erik on the fucking track.
Seth got the waves.
Seen some artists turn to ghosts, I know they carry on the spirit. Why the praises always coming at the times that you can hear it. Just keep waiting till they gonna try to put my people nearest. Death could come at any moment, these are times I start to fear it, yeah. Messes in the bottle, I'ma pour it up and sip it. If my nigga need it and I got it, I'ma give it. I've been riding through the city, searching for my place to kick it. But I ain't felt that peace, I swear myself feeling demented, yeah. Yeah, my mindset really shifted. Put my faith in God, but swear at times you gotta question. Now they go on to be taken without care for what's up missing. And there's no care to use the pain unless it's poison in the system, yeah. Look, this shit fucking me up, seeing trauma after trauma, like when it's not gonna be enough. All these memories and these memoirs getting hard for me to see. Looking at people that inspire, end up dead up in the street. And if not that,
What's in this podcast, episode 75.
Yes,
Man, let me tell you, bro, I was listening hard to that jump because, like, man, the lyrical ability in that song is just crazy, man. Like,
appreciate you.
man, I didn't even get man, you such a friend of mine, bro. I forgot to introduce you on the show, man. My man, Eddie Lee. Welcome, Eddie Lee, to the show, man.
What's going on?
How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling amazing. This is a great opportunity. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, bro, always.
Excited to come back to the show.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep.
But I guess in a music capacity, so
Yes,
I'm
yes.
with it for sure.
Yes, like the last time, well, you've been on here, what, 3 times maybe now?
Yeah, the last time we was actually with Xavier.
Xavier, yeah.
Shout out Xavier,
Shout out,
you know what I'm saying?
yep.
He's definitely been supporting and just looking out, and he
Yep.
gave me a lot of great advice while he
Yep.
was here. And so did his manager and everything else like that. So I'm looking forward to potentially working with him again and all that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
shout out to Shot, man. He
Shout
one of
out
those
to him.
dudes where he'll send you a text. Like, he texts me in the morning, you know,
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that, motivation. I
Yeah.
fuck with that dude, yo. He's definitely dope.
Yeah, and I love his work ethic. I love his
Yeah,
approach to
yeah.
music, to the business, and everything else like that. And definitely one of the staples in VA. You feel me?
Yep,
2 Up, 2 Down.
For sure,
So, you know,
for sure. He got the
shout out
name
to
in
him.
he got VA in his name, you
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Like, so what has been, like, some of the new things that you've been coming into dealing with your, I guess, the new year? Like, what are some of your new year plans? And
New Year plans. Music is
Yes, all
that's
music.
really the biggest thing. Music and content.
Yeah.
I had a lot of lectures from a lot of my mentors when it
Okay.
came to this stuff in terms of like pushing the content and understanding that like for instance, it's 470,000 people in Prince William County, and like I'll be good if it's like 100 people who seen my stuff, and they're like, yo, it's still 400,000 people out here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
understanding that the lifeline of music is only as much as that you put into it.
Yep.
And it's like I created a lot of music when I first started
Mhm.
that I didn't necessarily push
Yeah,
because I didn't
yeah.
understand pushing. And
Yep,
I feel like
yep.
a lot of artists don't necessarily understand
don't.
that at first, but it's like now that I get it,
Yep.
I'm just trying to add that to the repertoire and like be
Yeah,
good
man.
at that. So
That's why I wanted to have you on the show. That's something like this year, bro. Coming into the podcast, I wanted to be more of a show that is about teaching up and coming artists and how to maneuver different things from the shit that I've learned over time and
Yeah.
things that the artists that come on learn, things that EKs knows.
Mhm.
And I wanted to have you come on here because I know you have that knowledge and you study the game like how I study the game. Like, you don't just attack this shit blindly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So even if we make a mistake, we still learn from that shit, and then we go and change it and make it better. Like, it's those type of people I want to have those conversations with, because to me, we are the people that are actually going to set the trend and lead the way for the younger generation, because we're teachers. You know what I'm saying? I consider you a teacher, because I don't know if people realize the first time I met you was through you doing podcasting and stuff. And shout out Island. That's crazy. I found out.
Shout out
through
Island Mike. Shout
Yo,
out
that's so
Island
crazy.
Mike. Yeah,
Bro, that's
yeah.
why I love this music shit. I think
yeah.
that's why I love this shit, because like all these people you meet from, literally all these people stem from OZ for me. And then it's like, look at how many people I met just from coming back home and linking with OZ.
Yeah.
I got to Brandon. I
Yeah.
got to Wapo and 17K, and I
Yeah.
got to all these other people. Island Mike got me to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like all these different connections. Like, but yeah, people don't. I don't know if people know, but you started off doing the podcast, and you had interviewed me and Kirk one time on this show. We did like a combination of the shows, and what intrigued me about you, bro, is you're always big on knowledge and teaching. You know what I'm saying? While you're speaking, and you might be learning on your own, but at the same time, while you're learning, you're teaching. It's like what's the word for it? Is it a vessel? No, it's not a vessel. It's a word for it, yo.
It's funny because I would say all of the music itself is what I taught myself. You know what I'm saying? So like deductive reasoning, the first tape that I dropped was really me kind of getting over of course he raps type stuff. Like of course people will come to that conclusion because I was hanging around a lot of people who
do you feel that, not to cut you, do you feel that phobia when you tell people that you're an artist or you're a rapper? I do sometimes.
I think I had the phobia without actually having to experience it because, like I said, well, what we talked about off camera was the way I did it was I made my name, my stage name, and everything else like that, and then I would just share it with the same people who was around me. But I wouldn't tell them it was me. So I'd just like be like, yo, here go this song, and they'd be like, yo, who is this? I'd be like, oh, one of my mans.
I think I seen a story or something you posted with Eddie Lee, and I think I messaged you and was like, yo, who are you? Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you fire, bro. And then you said Alex.
Yeah.
I was like, Alex. Alex. You said After the Sun podcast, man. I said, no way, bro. Yeah, man. Like that shit. The marketing scheme in that is brilliant, bro. Cause like it's some of what me and Brandon try to do. If you notice with DavidLamont, like he was like, bro, get a whole new name and rebrand yourself to where people who know you don't even know who DavidLamont is. You get what I'm saying? And names like that, Eddie Lee, DavidLamont, like just certain names that just kind of ring a bell and it just kind of sticks in your head. It's perfect marketing strategy, bro. Like even the way you didn't show your face at first. Have you even showed your face yet?
Kinda like now, cause once again, like shout out to JL and Tweezy and all of them.
Cause you be in the studio.
So they were the ones who pushed me to really push the more push content with my face and like actually showing people like, hey, you are a real person. And because they were saying like, you know, people can develop that relationship based off your presence and stuff like that. So
and it's like nowadays, man, like people are connecting because they wanna feel like they can relate to you or they can learn from you or they want to feel like they could be like you know what I'm saying? So they want to watch. Like now entertainment seems like it's like get on Instagram and post your life. They care about your life more than they really care about the music, it seems like. But I think there's certain artists, if you brand yourself the right way, you probably don't even need Instagram at all. I was talking to Q-Tip, shout out to Q-Tip earlier, and he was talking about how artists get so caught up in Instagram and shit and don't realize that the nigga that might only have 500 followers on Instagram may have fucking 1 million views on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? And he's still eating because what doesn't pay? Instagram don't fucking pay. They do, but I think you gotta have a partnership.
I think it's more so a balance, especially with everything that I'm learning right now. It's like, what are we on any platform that you're on for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I may be on Instagram to connect with my fans in terms of they know that if they want to maybe speak to me, like with lives or like interact with my content in terms of like the pictures or kind of get a glimpse into my life, that's where they have to go. Whereas my TikTok can be more so of the things that I've learned, meaning, hey, I'm talking to them from an educational standpoint. So they know that when they're on TikTok and they're either hearing my music or they're learning in
it's
a
like
sense from
each
me.
platform's a different side of you. That's kind of like what I did with like Snapchat. Like recently, my Snapchat just started going big once I put out a video, and I just when I put out this song, I was just like, yo, I'm about to literally just go ham, put marketing behind it. I'm about to DM every single person that there is. I found out the Snapchat, you could just fucking add people like all day long. And once I started doing that for a couple of days, and I just let it rock, and I put the video out, and then all of a sudden I keep getting followed. Like I still to this day, like my Snapchat will get 100 followers every hour, every 2 hours. And I realized, okay, this is my platform that I have to put my most time into. Like, so I'm on Snapchat way more because I get my interaction. Like, as soon as I post something, it's somebody saying something. It's somebody, I think I posted Takes Beat, and someone, yo, that man's fire. You know what I'm saying? Where can I get? I'm like, all right, cool. So my Snapchat could be a way to do my marketing. My Instagram got fucking hacked. So
I know.
So it's like, I had to figure out a way, how am I going to regain my following base on a different platform? Luckily, my Snapchat was never cut off. But the marketing side of things is so huge, and I think a lot of artists are coming in and they're not thinking about all these other things that you have to think. It's a lot it's a lot with this shit, man. And when you really break it down.
I mean, I think that's the beauty and the curse about it all. Like, yeah, you have to worry about marketing, and yeah, you have to worry about kind of like the plan of it all. But I think that comes with, do I actually want to take this seriously or not? You know, because I feel like there's some artists who they're great in terms of making the music, but they don't care for all that other stuff. And because they don't care for it, like those type of artists are the people that I would say like sign with a label or like do those type of things where you don't care for that. All you have the capacity to do is make the music and stuff like that. And what I've found is those people are the people who kind of grew up knowing like something with music or something with the arts is what they wanted to do. For me, I kind of fell into it all. So my approach to it is a lot different than somebody who's kind of, this was their life's work and stuff. This wasn't my life's work. So my approach was more so like, okay, I'm here, but I'm also learning about this type of stuff. And I'm learning like, you know, studios cost money. Engineers cost money. You know what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, I can't just be pouring into this without trying to see some type of return. So I had no choice but to understand, I guess, the business aspect of it.
Because it gets serious at a point, especially like, I forgot. If you're my age, right? I'm 28, so.
I'm 25.
Okay, so you're a little bit behind me, but when you start getting older, it starts becoming like, dog, this shit ain't for play for real. Like, I got bills to pay, you know what I'm saying? And when we want to sit in the studio and just make a bunch of music for free, it gets to a point where it's like, all right, man, I thought we were serious about this shit. If we're not going to be serious, just let me know so I can know that, all right, this is a weekend thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, but some people don't be real with it. Like, I have plenty of friends that be like, bro, just hit me up when you want me to get on a feature, and that's it. And they can really rap, but they know themselves to the point where they know I'm not about to do this. You know what I'm saying? I can't. To really be an artist, bro, and to really make money from it, like, it takes some real overpowering, like, you gotta overpower your will in a way. Like, you gotta be a certain type of person mentally. Just like I feel like it is with sports, like, where certain people cut through because mentally their capacity is just different. Watching you seen the Kanye interview with Nori on the Drink Champs? The way his mind is working, like, I learned from that, like, because I stopped smoking weed a lot, which we've talked about before, but I've been on my Zen sober shit, bro. So, like, I realized, like, bro, like, my mind probably moves a little bit like how Kanye does, but I've had people tell me since I've been sober, bro, dog, why are you moving so fast? Like, what's wrong? I'm like, that's my natural personality. Like, and if you notice, Kanye talks like that too. I feel like some people have a thing in their brain, like, bro, I haven't been asleep. You feel me? Like, if once I'm going, I can't stop. Like, and I feel like it takes those people to get to a certain level, just like anything else. If you don't work hard, you're not gonna get there. You show those same qualities because every single day it's music coming from Eddie Lee. You know what I'm saying? Not songs, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something doing with your brand. You're waking up every morning, okay, what am I doing today to help Eddie Lee grow? And that's the name of the game.
I mean, if I'm honest, that wasn't always the approach, though. Like I said, I've been blessed to have people around me who I listen to.
I get what you're saying.
And because of that, they were the ones who, you know, they did it. They got to a portion where they could do music videos. They did do some of the things that, you know, I look at the Young Thugs and the Gunners of the world doing, and I'm like, damn, I'd love to do that. I'd love to be even just at an award show, much less nominated. So then, you know, running into those people and they're telling me like, hey, we've done it. And these are the things that you have to kind of do, and these are the sacrifices that you have to make to do it. It's really gut check time at that point. Are you going to do it or not? And I think that because I kind of didn't have that strong attachment to just the music side of things already, it was like, all right, this is just another thing to learn from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, music, every day I'm learning about music. Every day I'm tapping into new artists, seeing how they do things, and then, you know, whether it's learning chords and keys and stuff like that, or whether it's kind of diving into music theory and like
Yeah.
understanding why those elements are important, or whether it's just sitting in the studio and doing different like writing sessions or listening to other artists, or then kind of taking that in culmination and putting that back into my own stuff.
Yeah.
But it all came from listening and being willing to listen. Like, I had no choice because there was a lot I knew I didn't know. And I already felt like I was kind of behind the curve because I came into it late. Like, you're talking about my first song dropped in 2020. It's 2022.
Right,
and there's
right.
people that, in my mind, I'm behind them.
Damn, it's
and
been that long, yo.
I'm saying, and they've been dropping songs since 2010, 2011, 2012, 15, 16, 17, or some people been in music
since high
since,
school, man.
you know? So, like, I'm looking at, like, damn, I'm
I
not trying to play catch-up.
I study those people, though, man, because to me and Crook had the opportunity to interview A.O. Danny, right? When we went down there to Virginia Beach, she wasn't who you've heard of her, right? A.O. Danny is an artist out of Norfolk. We had first interviewed her when it was her very first interview, and me and Brandon decided to go down there and just check her out. She came. It was me, Brandon, and Andre. She came by herself, little girl, just coming. I'm ready to do it. Whatever I got to do, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I told Brandon. I told her that day. I said, "Yo, you're gonna be something." And I don't even have to listen to your fucking music. I just know what your drive is, because most people ain't pulling up to an interview and by themselves when there's a bunch of dudes in a hotel. Like, most girls ain't doing that. And the hunger, because when I set up interviews a lot of times, bro, like, I reach out to people that I want to talk to, and I feel like should have the platform to talk about their stuff. A lot of times they don't really they be not serious about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I meet those people who are just on it, like they on it, I know they're gonna go somewhere. So with A.O. Danny, bro, now she was on No Jumper. She just had her second interview ever is No Jumper.
Oh, wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to her. Shout
with
out to her,
Adam
you know what I'm
22.
saying? That's fine.
Like, bro, like it was so amazing to me. And I've had a couple people I've ran into like that. ATL Jacob, you ever heard of him? He's a producer out of Atlanta. He produces for Future. His biggest song right now is Gremlin with Kodak Black.
Oh, okay. I love that song. So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, shout out to ATL Jacob, because this dude is I always gonna remember this shit, bro. We went to Atlanta, me and my boy Day Day, and we was taking pictures for art. Long story, yo. I don't know how we ended up there, but long story. So we're taking pictures for an artist, so we just ended up going to a bunch of different studios in Atlanta. ATL Jacob happened to be at this. This is when he's just Jacob. So he's like, introduce himself. He's like, yo, my name is Jacob. I'm about to be ATL Jacob. I'm about to work for Future in 808 Mafia. And he telling us this, right? And his dude laughing in the background like, bro, you ain't get there yet. Yeah, I swear to God, a year later, bro, this nigga signed it. Taking pictures with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, he rich now. You know what I'm saying? In a matter of a year. So, to me, I don't think it takes that long. I think if you know strategically what you're doing.